Infogalactic is one of the most important things that we've been doing for the past few years. The reason it's important is because, as you know, the left is constantly attempting to revise history. They're constantly attempting to change what history is. A lot of people believe totally false things about the Spanish Inquisition. They believe very false things about any number of historical events. And Wikipedia is highly, highly unreliable on anything even remotely controversial. And so we started Infogalactic several years ago thanks to 172 original Galaxians who contributed. They all contributed an equal amount of money. We took it and we created this site, which takes the information from Wikipedia but allows us to edit it. Unfortunately, we don't have very many editors using it yet, but the point is we have it, and it's very useful, and it's not subject to the constant SJW revision that Wikipedia is. We've even got stuff like verified pages, which means that if you're a verified user, a verified editor, only you can touch that version of the page. And we're bringing up some really cool things like perspective filters and so forth that are in the works. But one of the things that people have been demanding and calling for is some sort of social site in the mode of Twitter, Facebook, etc. Originally, you may recall that we supported Gab. That didn't work out well because for a number of reasons, but mostly because I had a very severe and complete falling out with Andrew Torba, the Gab founder, after he permitted people to post some really nasty stuff about my wife, to post defamatory statements about me. It's been kind of ironic because, of course, he's had to end up removing all that stuff and kicking all those people off anyhow, which I had told him at the time. But it became clear. It became very clear that Gab was never going to be a serious or credible alternative to Twitter. And so we are in the process of adding to the Infogalactic range. And we've actually got now, we're opening up again the ability for people to join the Burn Unit. And what the Burn Unit is it's how we support Infogalactic and how we support the new projects that we're doing. And if you go to archavencomics.com, you can find under subscriptions 3 different levels of monthly support. So you can sign up as a bronze editor, you can sign up as a silver editor, or not editor, just a bronze user, a silver subscriber, or a gold subscriber. And what that is going to bring you, in addition to the most important thing, which is helping us pay for the monthly server use and continue with the development, is it's also going to give you more features on the social site that we're going to be announcing very, very soon. And so, anyhow, if this is of interest to you, if you're interested in what we're doing at Infogalactic, please first check out infogalactic.com. And if it's something that you feel that you want to get behind and support, please consider signing up for a subscription to the Burn Unit. And it's a great thing. We've got hundreds of supporters. They do a great job. I think you can ask them. I mean, I'm sure we've got a few Burn Unit members here tonight, and they can tell you what we've been doing, how we've been consistently improving the performance, consistently improving the way that it works. We've been a little slower on getting the new features to make it much more different than Wikipedia. But I think when you see what we introduce next, you're going to see how much has been happening, how much work has been going on behind the scenes. Well, what the perks are is just basically think about the base level is similar to a Twitter. No image posting. It's free. Anybody can join. But they don't get any image posting. They just get 140 characters. And then as you go up the levels, you get more storage, so you can have more. Images. You also can eventually get video. You can also have, I think at the top level, at the gold level, you have 999 character limits. And so it's going to be a big thing. It's going to be a big deal. It's going to be what Gab could have and should have been. It is not a free speech site. We actually have, just like on this channel, we have various words that are blocked site-wide. We won't hesitate to crack down on people that are there to troll and harass, and we'll do a much better job of it than Twitter does. At what level do I get my edit button? We don't have an edit button going yet, but we will. We're not going to be allowing people to post nudes and everything. If you want to do that, do it on Twitter. This isn't about that. And so, it's just the, it's going to be exciting. A lot of people are really going to like it. And I think that, if this is something that you want to get behind, give it a whirl. Buffy Foster asks a good question. How are you going to get enough moderators? There's so many trolls always. Well, it's pretty simple. First of all, we're going to, first of all, they can't post, unless they pay and we know their identity, they can't post any images. So that's part of the battle right there. Secondly, we have the ability to just completely ban words. And so that also, you'd be shocked at how much just simply banning about 12 words eliminates, a lot of this trolling and harassing. And so, it's going to be a challenge, but we're up to it. We're absolutely up to it. Jano Van Pelt says, right-wing trust and safety. No, we're not going to ban people for politics. We're not going to ban people because they say something like that might make somebody feel a little bad, like learn to code. We have no interest in that, but we're also not falling for the whole free speech bullshit. Free speech is a lie. The Enlightenment is a lie. All of that stuff was just an attack vector. If you don't believe me, you don't have to take my word for it. Go read Bury, J.S. Bury. He's the great editor of the Cambridge Medieval History series. Sadly, one of my editorial heroes, but he was a ardent Enlightenmentist, if you will, and he he tells you very clearly what free speech was all about in his History of the Freedom of Thought. What ratio of right to left users are you aiming for roughly? Well, we're not really aiming for anything. We're expecting it to be about 100% right of center. Because leftists generally, the only leftists that are going to show up are going to be the people that are trying to destroy it. and they're not going to be able to.